In this next video, we will review the use of Androvin, which is the EweManage mobile installed on your Android phone or Android tablet. But first, we have to make sure that the system is properly set up. And one of the first thing is to change the language, as the Androvin will probably will be installed with the French language. So click on Admin, go onto the administration page and change the language to English, back to Admin. And then you're able to flip the screen to the right and click on the quit button there. Next time you will reopen, your system will be in English. Now let's check if the files that you've exported from EweManage are really in your mobile. Go into the internal storage, then to the Androvin folder, and the files that you've been exported earlier using the methodology explained on the website should all be in the folder Androvin there. So these will be the data that you will import to your Androvin system. So again, flip to the right, click on the import button, and then on the import EweManage on the top left of the screen, and your data is imported into your mobile from your EweManage. If we flip back again to the import screen, you will be able to see your list that have been imported from your EweManage system, and you may add whatever you want into the drop-down list by clicking the blue buttons and adding your data to the list. Now let's see an animal record. We'll type in the record, but you can use RFID on this system as well. And this is the basic screen. You can check the lambing information. You can check the progenies of this animal. And if you click on one of the animals in the list there, you can also have the detail of this animal. Now, in every screen, you have, when you flip to the right, you have another screen that appears that allows you to replace tag, do medical treatments, or check the current treatments. Now let's go to the breeding screen. You first have to identify who is the breeding ram. Check for the group that you will create. Click on alias to open the emplacement, and then enter your number. And you click the button Save to save the information. You also have an auto save button that you can turn to on. And every time you will be reading a tag or scanning a tag, the information will be read automatically without having to click the save button. Now, what does that do? If we go to the export function, we have a list button which allows you to check what you've been doing. So we have the 3 breedings that we did there, and you can export them by clicking the green button on the left-hand side. And that creates a file in the Androvin folder, and we'll go and check what it is. If we go back to the file list, and again through my files there and the internal storage, and then to the Androvin folder, we see now that we have this breeding file that you will be able to export and import into EweManage. Now let's go in the pregnancy scan screen. Same deal. You scan the number, you click on positive, negative, or uncertain, and your scanning is recorded. Again, just to show you that you have the same screen as on all ones, to replace tag, do medical treatments, and also to search tag by using an RFID reader. If we go to the export now for these scans that we just did, so we have the results here, and the same procedure, you can export them as well. Now the lambing function, we can do lambing using either an RFID number or an alias number, and in there you select what you want in terms of other conditions or notes to the ewe that will be in a record further on. You click on a plus lamb, and you're presented with a stillborn. You may save it if it's the case. If you want to add another lamb, you click again on it, enter the number, you can change the weight, you can change the sex, you can change whatever you want, and then you save. On the bottom, you've got 2 buttons. Again, just to show that you have the same screen. One for the treatments there. So let's say we enter a mastitis treatment here with Buckgal, and we'll save that with the button on the upper right hand corner. So we'll go back to we'll check the new lambings there. You have the stillborn and this lamb that we just add. In the progenies, you have all the progenies plus the newborn. Obviously, you don't have the stillborn, which is not in the progenies for good reasons. Let's check the active treatments. We have this mastitis treatment there that we just created. And back to the transaction, the new scans here for the scanning type, the lambing, the new lambings. And we'll export all these data that will create 3 additional files in the Androvin folder there. Now that we've created these files, what I want to show you is the current treatments that we have can be managed. In fact, we can stop treatment when it's finished by going into the management, double-clicking on it, and then the current treatment will just disappear. But they have to be exported first, otherwise they will not appear there. If we create an additional lambing, since we have created the lambing file, I just want to show you what's going to happen. So let's pick up a ewe here and just save stillborn for this ewe, just for the sake of showing what it does. And we'll go back to the export screen where we have one transaction as a lambing. If we want to export that transaction, what we see is that we already have a lambing file created in the Androvin folder. So we have a choice here to delete the file and create a new one, or just add the transaction to the existing files. So make sure when you export your file to EweManage that you also delete these files so that you don't recreate the stuff on and on. If we go to the group session now, same basic deal. You can select the new group and scan the animals in your group. You can also see what animals are already in the group by clicking the blue button. You can also, by flipping to the right, find animal in the group using your stick reader, replace tag, do medical treatments, or do treatments for a whole group without changing the group number if need be. So the next, the weight. In the weight group, in the weight screen, you also have a feature down there that's called disposals, where if you want to dispose animal at the same time as you do weight, you're able to do that. So more or less, all the other functions work the same way. It's very simple, it's easy, and don't forget you can use an RFID reader for all these screens. Thank you.